What's up? Check, check, check. The mic is working. Oh my God. Let's do this all over again. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. Market update. Gonna look at the alts. Gonna look at the weekly. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much. You might have to watch this video again. The otter is pointing down and to the right very slowly and gradually. Looking at the weekly here, what do we got? Well, we see that we have failed to get above this area, okay? We have a new high, but this area is holding us down. Now, we got to be patient here. We are looking at this and wondering, is this going to pop? Is it just coiling up like a spring to go boom? What are the levels we're looking at? What's going on with the environment here? Did we just get the XRP FUD and all of a sudden we pumped and now we've been rejected? This is a shooting star. We have failed to get above and now we're back at the lower part of the range, okay? These are to be watched on, okay? We have a curvature here of the weekly coming up on the momentum wave, but can we drop lower? This is going to be answered. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for your patience. Now we're going to look at what's coming up this week. Now, things to be aware of, okay? Not if you're Canadian, but we got the retail sales. We got the Brits with their inflation rate. But most of all, I think what's most important is the earnings, okay? We got Tesla and Netflix. These earnings are going to move the market. That's coming in on Wednesday. We do have 9 days until we can see if we get this hike. 96%, okay? So let's be prepared for that. And inflation has dropped from 2.4 to 2.15, okay? So be aware that right now the markets are looking pretty strong, okay? But it is these key tech companies that are holding up the market, such as Microsoft, Apple, Netflix, Tesla, okay? So we need to be prepared. Now, what can we see with Bitcoin? When we pull up this chart, we can simply see that we're looking to push up. We're failing to get above here. And what are we looking for? So we have some targets here for the upside. Now, make sure to add these to your charts. 32.4, 35.2, and 41,000. I know these sound crazy, but they're only 10, 15, 20% away from us, okay? So we need to be prepared. You can see we have this uptrend here, and we're looking to continue upwards, okay? Now, what I've noticed too is that when we flip down to the 4-day here, we start to see a red dot forming, okay? So the red dot, and we're very much overbought, okay? This could be because of the XRP news, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can see we're starting to get some sort of bear div that could possibly play out, so we need to be prepared. Now on the 3-day, or on the 2-day, we have a confirmed red dot, and we can see that money flow is starting to work its way out. So we need to be prepared for anything. Now, as we get rid of this bullish weekly here and we pull up our group, we have some key levels here that we're watching to the downside. Now, we have a value area high, a point of control. Okay, you can see the range from here ever since March that we've been trading in. So we need to be ready for these levels to the downside. What are these levels? These levels are around 29.2 and 28,000. Okay, so let's be prepared. If we do dip down, this is where I'll be looking to fire off along from any one of these levels. So let's be prepared for that. Obviously, what is key is that we need to get above this beautiful 31.5 area, okay? Even if you pull a volume just quickly in between here, you can see that we're trading right at the point of control, which is a little bit low right now. So we have failed to get above this, but we're going to look for price to maybe have a swing failure pattern and work its way back up, okay? Now, key things to note here is the Dixie. The dollar index has come below the 100 level, this key level, and it was trading in here forever, right? So we've come back down and we've pushed through. Now, are we going to look for a retracement? So if we do pump up to this 102 area, this key level of resistance, now we can look for Bitcoin to drop. If we do continue to fall down here, we will look for risk on assets to pump, okay? So very, very crucial level that has been broken for the dollar index. We have made a lower low. So we'll look for a pop back up, which will mean downwards action for risk on assets, okay? Now we go over to the S&P. Simple channel. We hit our target at 4,500, and now we're looking for a simple retracement back down this channel, maybe around 43.50, but we're looking for a rejection here, which will mean downwards action as well, okay? So we need to be prepared for that. Now I was looking at this total 3, which is all the alts minus USDT and USDC, and we're looking for a push up here. You can see that we finally made a higher low right here. So we're looking for this to push up and continue its way upwards, where we can see we came up on this XRP news. Now we've come back down to earth after mooning so much, and we'll look for a continuation here. But if not, we'll look for that to bleed into Bitcoin dominance. Now, Bitcoin dominance has this massive uptrend here, and we're looking to come back and attack this 52% area. So if alts do bleed at total 3, if we see this get rejected down here, we can look for Bitcoin dominance to continue its way up, and therefore all this profit made from the alts going into Bitcoin. So we're going to be waiting on that. Now, one thing I wanted to look at is Solana for my good friend over in the Discord. Thank you guys so much in the Discord. I mean, you guys are legends. You guys are like, no audio on your previous video. I said, don't forget to like and subscribe to my new mute channel. You know, Alex, sorry, no sound. You know, you guys are on this. So I jumped right back on and made you guys another video. And I hopefully after going through this a second time, I'm more clear and concise for you guys. But when we look at Solana, and right now is that we can see Solana has had a massive pump, okay? First Tube asked me to look at Solana. Now we can see that Solana has been very bearish, considering it's taken the hardest hits after the FTX news, and it's failed to get above this range. Now, with Solana, it's had a massive pump up, okay? And it's come back in, and it's hit this point of control perfectly to $33, okay? Now, it's gotten rejected. Now, it's come back down here below the value area high of this old range, okay? So this range here, you can simply see this range here, right? It came in, it got rejected off the point of control. Now it's fallen back down. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for this to continue its way down to this 25 value area high of this range down here and get a bounce. So we're looking for a bounce off this 25.2 area where it can bounce and continue and make another attempt at getting above here. And where's that level? That level is at $30, okay? It needs to get above $30 and flip this to support. It needs to stay up here in order to continue its way up. Otherwise, we look for it to get acceptance back into this previous range and trade within this area. This will be very dependent on Bitcoin and other and the dollar index. So we need to be prepared for that for Solana. Now, when we look at other alts, and they've dumped 3% across the board, and we can see we have this beautiful downtrend that we broke out of. Same with ADA, same with Matic. And we're looking for it to retest this uptrend that we're in now. So you can see we're putting in higher lows. Now we're looking for a retest here and a possible continuation to the upwards. So with the alts, we want to be patient. We want to look for this retest after this massive XRP pump, and we want to look for a continuation here. We do not want to see them lose this trend line. So make sure to add this trend line to any alts that you're watching and be prepared for anything, okay? Now, obviously, XRP has had a little bit of a 10% pushback up, which is great. So we're going to watch it and keep an eye on XRP for you guys. I'll let you guys know, but right now, we're looking for it to continue to push up past this level and trade within this range between 71 and 83 for now, okay? This is bullish for XRP. Obviously, great news last week. So let's keep an eye on the price. Now with Bitcoin, like I said, look for the rejection off of the S&P. Look for the Dixie to push back up. So to me, I'm leaning a little bit more bearish in the short term, okay? In the short term, I'm looking for a bounce. I'm looking for a bounce off of these levels where I can fire off along with some swing failure patterns. But if we do come below these two levels, I mean, very, very scary for Bitcoin. But I don't believe that's going to happen in the short term. Now, when I get into the 12-hour, we can simply see on Market Cipher that we had this beautiful, beautiful bear div that has played out. We've had a rejection here, very much a bearish engulfing candle. So this leads to confluence too. We have to hold this 29.9 area value area low. Otherwise, I will look for a swing down and firing off along. And then up to the upside, we'll look for the 31.5 area to be our level of resistance. I hope this gets to you guys well. I'm sorry about the previous video. I jumped on as soon as I saw there was no sound. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And join us in the free Discord where we can call me a mute, call me whatever you want. Just love to have you. So thank you guys so much. Peace out.